Hello, goblins! How have you been? Been good? It's been a while. I think the last video was this week's pipes video. About 2 weeks ago now. And I said in that video, see you next week or something like that. Completely forgotten that the following week was half-term break. So it was downing tools for me. Spent the week with the boy. And then after that, it was just a super busy week. I just didn't have a chance to get around to doing any YouTube business. But back now, had just had a great weekend. A kind of pipe makers meetup. And it was the old meeting the new. I had a meeting here before with Ian Walker and Mike Billington. And then I had another meeting, a meetup with Aidan Hesselwood, Paul Lucas, Chris Shaw. And Chris Harriet's been here as well, of course. I really wanted the two worlds to collide. And so this weekend we had all those guys, so Mike Billington, Ian Walker, Paul Lucas, Aidan Hesselwood, myself, of course. We also had Chris Asquith, who made it up. He made the longest journey of all of us because he lives quite far south. But yeah, it was really lovely. And we talked all things pipe makery and even generated a few secret ideas, which of course I can't talk about. But they will appear in due course. I must just say, amongst other things, I got left with a sample. Paul brought some plum pudding reserve, so I've got a good chunk of that in this tin. And Aidan brought over a tin of 1980s Drucker and Sons Double X Press. That, yes, is in a tub marked tangerine. But it's not tangerine, it's Drucker's and Sons Double X Press, which I believe was from a period where the blends were being made by McClelland. And man, you can tell it. It's tasty stuff. Right. So this obviously isn't this week's pipes. That will hopefully come at the end of the week. But I have to address at the end of this week's pipes. I said, let's trial you guys suggesting a shape I haven't done or haven't done in a while, and I'll make that shape. So I didn't know what was going to happen, but we had a bit of chat, and actually there turned out to be a clear winner. A winner that I was quite intrigued with. So let's just have a look at the comments we got. David Stein said that he'd love to see another cryptid crustacean. I won't be doing another one just yet. I'm waiting to get some feedback from David Dorian Ross. It was the first one was a design prototype. Let's put it like that. So I'm waiting to hear back how some of the choices that I made turned out. But if David gives it the green light, then yes, I will be making more. We'll see. We'll see how they go. Bumbles, hi Bumbles, said he'd love to see a shroom style with the rib cage type. I think I've made like 2 in that style. All the others are kind of I don't even know how. They're the other style. You know what I mean. And I thought, that is right. I haven't made a shroom in quite some time. So a shroom is definitely going to go on my to make list. But it's not for this week. That wasn't the winner. CJ12 Sings said, how about another bone crawler? I actually replied and said, I've got a commission for another bone crawler coming up. So you'll see one soon. Actually, the person who asked for the bone crawler has just converted that commission to a Slender Man. So we'll have to see. If I get time, I will make one. But they suck up a lot of time, bone crawlers, so we'll see how that goes. Thomas Day said that he loves the author shapes. And I know where you're coming from. I love making them as well. I had just made one, and I just actually sold it. So I probably could do with making another one. It's a lot of fun. They're just lovely tactile pipe to make. So yeah, I probably will do another one quite soon. But again, that's not the winner. Jan Hansen, he said, before I put the restrictions of a bulldog, I said no, bulldog, not necessarily not a Rhodesian. I could be tempted to a Rhodesian, but not a bulldog. He was going to say it'd be nice to see some kind of crazy Rhodesian. So who knows? I might do a crazy Rhodesian. But he said, how about a defiled volcano? A volcano shape with fell green cracks down the side like poison lava. Really immediately put me in mind of Mount Doom. So that was a good idea. And then finally, Joseph M. Colombo simply shouted, "Volcano!" at me. So as you can see, that's 2 votes for a volcano. So it's going to be a volcano that I do this week, which will be interesting. Actually, I was quite excited to do that one because I've never done a volcano before. So it's going to be a brand new shape for me. I'll let you know. I've started it. I drilled the stummel today, and it's looking very promising. The grain is looking fantastic. I'm a little worried it might be too fantastic to rusticate, to do a carving on it. If it's really, really good, I will probably have to finish it smooth, which is not the plan. But Briar likes to play with you like that. Yeah. So, there we go. Today's new pipe, this week's new pipe, will be a volcano. And as long as I keep my wits about me, it'll be ready for this week's pipes at the end of the week. Lord knows. Got no idea yet how it's going to turn out. All right. That's it. That's my little update to hopefully cover the last 2 weeks. Okay, so I should all hopefully, like barring unpleasantness or life, I'll see you at the end of the week. All right, till the end of the week, take it very easy. Your loyal pipe maker.